Good evening. Can you all see me? Good evening. Can you all see me? Okay, guys, welcome to the class. This is Manisha Angre and on Unacademy Eloquence. And I'm here for a new session today. And the new session is going to be about speaking test, and that is going to be about how to talk about the hometown today. So let's crack it and let's go to the class. But before we go to the class, I would like to tell you something. As you already know that my name is Manisha and Manisha Angre is my full name, and if you see that there's a promo code mentioned over here, that is ANGRE. So what is this promo code for? Of course, for all the new viewers, you might be having a question that what is this promo code for? So this promo code is for all the people who would like to subscribe to Unacademy platform after viewing this class and want to join the plus session. That means they want to be a part of the Unacademy platform and they want to be learners. And if you're all aspirants who are willing to have a wonderful score in IELTS examination, you will have to use a code to get a discount, and the discount is of 10%, right? So to avail a 10% discount, you will have to apply a code. So even if you want to check, you can just go to the platform, go to Unacademy Plus and just check what happens over there. So the moment you put this code on the subscription, you will find different subscriptions on that. So like there are various depending upon what you want to go for. So there's 1 month that you see here is 2,700, 3 months course, 6 months course, then there's 12-month course and 24 months course, right? So as per your requirement, maybe there are some who are willing to take the examination like in a short while, like a month, and there are many others who would be wanting to go in for a 6 months, maybe because you are planning to appear for the examination either after 6 months or maybe after 1 year, or you still have 2 more years to go. So there might be students like who are in 10th standard and they want to go after 12th standard or who are in the first year of their college or in the second year of their college and maybe willing to go after the finals. So whatever time available to you, according to that you can take a call, a subscription. So you see that the amount of or the uh, cost or the price of this subscription is quite low. So 1 month is just 2,700, 3 months is actually 6,750, and even that makes it 2,250 per month. So you see that the subscription amount is quite nominal, which is unlike any coaching center that you would go for. Okay, so considering that you will get a 10% discount on any one of this, like even if you go for a 1 month or a 10 month or a 12 month or whatever program you want to go for, you will still get a 10% discount on taking a code ANGRE. So how do you do that? So you can take a check, you can go to the website and you can put this code over there and you will find that this amount automatically reduce. Now what I have not been able to put the tab apply over here, but if you go there and if you check that, you will see that it has automatically reduced to 10%, right? So this is what you can do, and you will be able to get a discount on this. Now, you all are here to learn something. I am sure that you all are so eager that you all are trying to look for the best alternative for going to a class. So, there are many students who just come and check YouTube sessions to understand how different trainers teach, how different trainers or teachers or educators, whatever you want to call them, how they teach. First of all, what is their content and what they are trying to give you, right? So to learn a lot of things, you all are here, but I am sure you all want to make some concrete study. You all want to go in from some concrete thing where you really learn a good chunk, and then that you can apply to your examinations. So what this YouTube session is meant for you. So it is to understand how we teach. It is for you to understand how the classes on Unacademy go, and what all details that we can bring up in your class, in your classes and in your sessions. So that is all about the Unacademy Plus, and that is all why you all are here, right? So take an opportunity. This is one of the best opportunity that is knocking at your door. And when it comes to you, जब आपके पास लक्ष्मी आती है तो आप कहीं और नहीं चले जाते, आप वहाँ रहते हैं उसको उसका स्वागत करने के लिए। एग्जैक्टली उसी तरह हम लोग आपके डोर स्टेप पे आए हैं। अब आपको ये कॉल लेना है कि आपको यहाँ पे सीखने के लिए आना है। यू हैव टू कम डाउन ऑन दिस प्लेटफॉर्म टू लर्न with full detailed structured courses. So on Unacademy you get detailed structure courses wherein you get to know that what will be taught by which educator, right? So you can come here and learn from every educator that is here on the platform. तो ऐसा नहीं है कि अगर आपने मेरा कोड अप्लाई किया तो आप बाकी के ट्रेनर्स का कोर्स नहीं देख सकते। सिर्फ एक ही कोड अप्लाई करना है और उस एक ही कोड से आप हर एक ट्रेनर का क्लास देख सकते हैं। तो मेरे अलावा यहाँ जितने भी ट्रेनर्स हैं उन सब की क्लास आप अटेंड कर सकते हैं सिर्फ एक कोड डालने से। एंड यू गेट, दैट्स द रीजन वी से दैट यू गेट एन अनलिमिटेड आवर ऑफ स्टडी प्लान, राइट? सो सिंस फ्रॉम मॉर्निंग टू इवनिंग, लेट इवनिंग, different educators have scheduled their classes on different time slots. So you get an opportunity to learn with so different trainers on the platform from all over the country. Okay, and they all bring in their expertise here and put it in their classes, so you can learn each and everything. So while you are learning writing class from me, you may be able to learn speaking class from somewhere else, or even my class, and at the same time there might be a speaking class of some other trainer going on, or a listening class of some other trainer going on, or a grammar class going on. So you can attend any class at that point of time. So that is what it is going to be like on Unacademy. Okay, now let's come down to our topic, that is answering questions on hometown. So what is this question? This is one of the common questions that you will find in the speaking task, and they have been asking this question for quite some time now, and a long time. So when this question is asked about answering questions on hometown, the thing is that how to answer and what to answer. So what are the basic question types? Especially this question can be a part of any of the three parts, like it can be the first part or the cue card or the follow-up questions, but what I am going to talk about is the first part. Now, in the first part, when I talk about the first part, the examiner or the interviewer will pick up a topic. It is like, let's say here we am talking about the hometown, and then they are going to have a number of questions, like 4 to 5 to 7 questions. That completely depends. Now, there, as you know, that they do not ask you questions based on your answer, right? So that is a completely different thing that you need not worry about. You need not worry about the content. You need not worry about what you are going to speak. If you have no idea on what you're going to speak, definitely you can just make up something and then answer. Nobody is going to cross check whether you have said is correct or incorrect. They are just understanding your listening skills, right? So again, your listening listening is checked on 4 criterias: your fluency, your pronunciation, your grammar, and your lexical resource or vocabulary. So these 4 areas are what you are assessed in your speaking. So when it comes to hometown, so what are the questions? So yes, generally we all know that when we talk about the first part, so majority of the students, yes, of course you have to speak in 2-3 sentences. It should be sufficient to answer, but certain questions may require some more sentences to be spoken, right? So when they tell you to describe or to to tell a little about it, that means the interviewer is looking for you to give some more information for them to judge how well you speak. Now, if you're speaking 3 sentences, let's say I tell you that 3 sentences should be sufficient, but if you give me short, simple 3 sentences, they are not sufficient for the interviewer to judge you. So what you should be doing, you should be giving, either if you're speaking complex sentences. So when you speak complex sentences, you are already giving in more information. Okay, for to make a sentence complex, you need to add more information, that we all know, right? So inadvertently what you are doing is you are already giving a lot of information, and that is what you are actually supposed to do. Okay, now what I'm going to tell you about different people having different answers. So no answer is going to be wrong, but the thing is how well you answer the question. Okay, so coming to that point, I am just seeing if there is anyone live over here. I think the class is quite late, so people aren't live today. Okay. Now, if I tell you about this first question that comes under hometown, that is, please describe your hometown a little. If this question is asked to you, so it says describe your hometown, and it also uses the word a little. So when the interviewer is asking you that, they are looking for some information. Now there might be three types of answers here when I say this question. You might be living in a small town, or you might be living in a big town. Okay, so a person living in a small town can have a different answer, and a person who lives in a big town or a city will have a different answer, definitely, right? So those answers will differ. Another thing that a student may say, or the come and tell me that apart from this, like, I have just moved to this place 2 years or 3 years back, and before that my hometown is some other place. So here you can say that I am from this particular place, XYZ place. Right now I am living in this place, but my hometown is this. So I will talk about my hometown. If you want to talk about your hometown, because you might be knowing more about your hometown than your current city or your current place of living, of residence. So in this case, you can have three different answers. Please describe your hometown a little, right? So if I am supposed to answer this question, how am I going to answer? I will say, okay, so this is an answer given by me. Well, I live in Ahmedabad, and Ahmedabad is one of the biggest cities or the largest cities of Gujarat, and it is located in the central part of Gujarat. It is a highly populated city. Also, it has a very rich history. For this reason, it's really popular with tourists, and it is a city where you can get every kind of experience. And moreover, there are many places to visit, from restaurants to gardens and historical buildings of architectural importance. So one never gets tired of living in the city, and you can always enjoy every part of the city. So describe your hometown a little. So I said that it's a historical city. I said that it's a densely populated city. I said that it is one of the biggest or largest cities. So these are a few sentences that will help you define about your hometown. And if you are living in a small town, you can say, well, I live in a small town, and it is the population is very low, but it is quite green because it does not have any industries over here. People live a very slow life, and because you do not people live a slow life because there are not happening places in the small town. There is a small temple, and there's a community hall and a small lake where people go around during evening hours. So you can say these are the characteristics that you can talk about, right? So when you talk about a hometown, it can be both you're living in an urban setting, or you may be living in a rural setting. Fine. So that can be your answer for describing a hometown. Next question is, what is your town well known for? Now, your town can be well known for anything, and if it is not well known for, see, your answers are not, they are not going to judge what you're answering. It is all about the other four areas that I just mentioned. So if your town is not well known for anything, you can simply mention that my town is not a very popular town because it's a small place, and we do not have many buildings where people can come as tourists. Moreover, people from the town go to the other towns or go to the other cities for a weekend or for a holiday. So mostly it is a very low key town. That is what you can say. But if I am to talk about a place, like if I talked about my city, which is Ahmedabad, I can say, okay, I believe that wealth of history and culture is primary source of attraction for many tourists over here, especially the Gandhi Ashram or the Sabarmati Ashram as it is known, where which was founded by our father of nation, Mahatma Gandhi. And this is the place from where he started most of his activities of satyagraha. So many people come here to visit the Gandhi Ashram. Moreover, it is known for the Sidi Sayed ki Jali, which is also now the logo for IIM Ahmedabad. And Sidi Sayed ki Jali, the architecture of that particular place is of extreme importance because of its delicate carvings. And there's a stepwell in the town which is known as the Adalat stepwell. It is of again historical importance because it is a deep stepwell where water used to get stored, and there are many sculptures carved on the walls of the stepwell. So that is how I would have said this answer. Next, my next question is, do you like your hometown? Yeah, so some people may like it, some people may not like it. For me, if I have to answer, I would answer, yeah, I like my hometown a lot because there are a lot of happening places. There are plenty of places to visit, from temples to historical buildings to multiplexes and gardens and discotheques and so on. So I love this place because I never get bored over here, and there are plenty of things to be done in during the weekends and holidays too. So if you don't like it, if you think there is nothing, you can say, "Well, there are not many places, so it's not a very happening town and I get bored over here, so whatever." So there is no restriction to what you are going to speak over here. Okay. Next question that we have is, how long have you been living here? Well, I shifted to my hometown, or I shifted to my city 2 decades back, and since then I have been living here, and I love the city as I grew up over here and for most of the time. And next question that I'm putting forward to you is, do you think you will continue living there for a long time? According to me, I understand that my family is now settled in the city, and everybody has a work. They are all employed in different industries in the same city, and they have been now they are going to be engaged for quite a long time. So I believe that I will be here for another few years before I move on to some other city, maybe for employment reasons or just for the sake of a change. That is the question over. That is the answer that I would give. How has your town changed over the last 20 years? Now, if I want to answer this question, I would talk about there are some towns where there might be certain changes taking place, and there are certain towns where you may say that uh, nothing has changed, right? So, considering both the things that whether it has changed, whether it has not changed, right? You will answer the question. Now, for me, I will answer it because there are a lot of okay. For me, let me just begin. Yes, as I said that I shifted this to this place around 2 decades back. I will be in the right position to tell you that how the town has changed. Yes, there have been drastic changes in the town. Like if especially in the new part of the city, where the modern architecture you will find has just sprung up at many places. Many small villages or towns are now a part of the city, and it is growing, and the city is growing leaps and bounds. And you will see concrete everywhere because of the tall buildings and multiplexes and brand showrooms that have come up, and the roads have turned out to be pretty good. Moreover, it has become a cosmopolitan center of the state. So that is how I would say this. I would talk about in this answer, right? Okay, so this was all in this session. We will meet again after a later time. So but if you want to follow me, you can follow me on Telegram, and my ID is at the rate Manisha underscore Angre Angre. Now this, through this, you can send me text if you have any queries and doubts regarding the IELTS examination, and you would want to know about the subscription on this page. Right, till then, let's see you. Take care.